A city and its people can be measured by...
What you doing?
A little girl looks you square in the face. She doesn't smile, she doesn't frown, and she sure as hell doesn't look shy.
I live here, silly. You don't. I need to think about this.
She thinks about this.
Now that you're here, can't very well leave. Suppose you told someone. Nah, that wouldn't do. Nah, you'll just have to die. Get my troll to do it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. The troll will fix it. And then you'll be dead. Really? You're very old for that. Hey, got any money? Stuff. You know, cool stuff. Mostly.
Did you hear about the cat that lost all its money? It was poor. Poor. It was poor. As in poor. It was poor. Never mind. You know, I thought you might. Hello.
That painting is definitely unique.
Dunno. I'll just pull it out of my hat. Thanks.
Never mind. What do you say when a cat wins the dog show? It's a catastrophe. You're fun. I like you. He's my friend. I like him too. But he has a terrible sense of humour. And he eats cats. Oh, he's not tame. He's not tame at all. I don't think so. Trolls don't like grown-ups. Anyways, I'm not in charge. Tamora's in charge. We all do what she says. Bye then.
Hello? Got any more money? My daddy once said, don't go to the toilet on your own doorstep. Then my mum chased him away for going in the bedroom. Them crates belong to dwarves. We leave them alone, the crates and the dwarves. They're our friends. Pom-Pom can talk to him. They're not very clever, but she says they're nice. Yeah, it's alright. That's for me to know and you to never find out. I stole it from Lord Kem's house, didn't I? And so what? I only took one of them. The other two were too heavy. Got a map. There's a pulley thing here. And then a pool with no water and a hatch in it. Easy. Yeah. No. Okay. You can have it for this much. Haha! You're poor. Hello? got any more money? Have you got this much gold now? Okay, you can have it for... Take the stupid painting then. I never liked it anyway.
Arks, city of secrets it is. And you know what happens to the most valuable secrets? They get buried. Or stolen. That happens too. Some secrets get stolen, then buried. With some, it's the other way round. Royalty, my friend. Royalty holds court here. You might think me crazy, but I've seen the royal wardens patrolling these corridors. And as you can tell, they saw me. Pity, really. That would have been a good score. Would have been the highlight of my career, that. Stealing from royalty, hiding in the sewers, up to no good. They wouldn't have been able to report the theft to the authorities. The perfect crime, that. Oh well, I had a good run.
What the... I was sure I saw a torchlight down there. ready.
Evasive maneuvers, Quackers! It's attacking! Evasive maneuvers, Quackers!
voices, but I can't make them out. Unlock something. Or locked it. Careful now. That's a trap.
If I were the queen of rats, maybe I'd have a best friend who secretly wanted me dead too. Dwarves have all the fun. There's enough death. I've spotted something.
I found something.
A guard rushes in front of you, and before you can flinch, the point of a sharp spear draws a bead of blood from the artery in your neck.
Halt! State your name. Now!
Marcus! Guard, lower your spear. An old friend's come to pay a visit.
Isbiel, we must not...
I'm well aware of the beast's ambitions, Your Highness.
Do as she says. Lower your spear.
Yes, of course, my queen. I'm watching you.
Your Highness, Bloom of Duna, Flame of the Forge, I present your bastard cousin and the seed of divinity, Marcus Miles.
Marcus is dead. I am the beast of the sea, and you will address me as such.
The Queen opens her mouth as if to speak, but Beast cuts her off with an ominous growl.
I know your deceit, Justinia. I may be beast, but I'm no demon. And only a demon could dream up an evil like Operation Downfall.
Isbel intrudes before the Queen can speak.
Your Majesty's brilliance has known no bounds. The Order has living tools of war. My queen must attack before they can invade the homeland.
Justinia turns to Isbel, looking for assurance, and Isbel begins to chuckle. Her laugh is low and measured at first, but grows in magnitude until she can barely breathe.
Oh, but you think yourself so clever, don't you, beastie boy? Fine. I'm tired of pretending I serve this weak wench anyway, but it doesn't matter. You can't stop the death fog. The wheels are in motion.
Isbiel?
Shut your royal maw, Justinia. Arcs will fall and your memory writ. They will believe it was your will, your plan, your command.
Isbiel, hush yourself. I must think.
Hush! You pitiful woman! Do you truly expect me to be silent?
You blink yourself awake to the cold gaze of 1,000 stones and the hot gaze of the dwarf Isbel, right hand of the Queen.
Oh, good. You're awake. Yeah, at first I figured I'd just kill you.
But then I thought, Isbiel, you're wasting an opportunity here. Don't bother thanking me just yet, though. I dare say you'll be begging to die before long.
I'll start with lesser toxins, just to see how you react, and take it from there.
How strong a dose can a godwoken handle? How long does it take for one to succumb? So many questions.
Your lips open, but no words spill forth. You try to lift your head, but it is no match for gravity. She has paralyzed you. Only your eyes are free to move.
Don't fight it. You'll only make things worse.
Oh, but I've been so rude. You should know the real me. Oh, it's good to give myself a rest. Those masks can be darned pesky.
Every ounce of energy within you evaporates. You have no more control over your own source than you do of your flaccid body. Isbel shakes her head at you. Tut tut.
Do try to relax. The harder you fight, the harder the experiment will be on you.
That dose proves quite alarming for my normal subject. Let's try a new approach, shall we? Let's see now. I have just the thing. Just a spritz, mind you.
You struggle to move, and you feel your toes wiggle, and your fingers twitch. The paralysis is waning.
Interesting. Some of the results are quite unexpected. Now, let's move on to death fog. Live or die, you've already proven most... Well, I was going to say useful, but perhaps entertaining is the better word.
Isbel turns the valve, but no fog wafts forth. In that moment, you feel your bones and muscles awaken. You've regained control of your body at last.
What's wrong with it? Guards! Come! The guard worker's broken free of my spell!
I've got to get out of this death trap. Hurts, doesn't it?
riddance to a bad dwarf. Now to find Queen Justinia.
You look at your companions in shock. Black Ring influence or not, the enormity of the Queen's plan is revealed. To kill everyone in the city.
You can't fight darkness with darkness. You just can't. Whatever she intended, the end result will be more death and destruction.
I'm not surprised by this. You shouldn't be either.
An eye for an eye is all well and good. Thousands of eyes for an eye is somewhat of an exaggeration.
I've spotted something.
Safe in my death. I faced the grave before, you know. Yet through the God King, I have eternal life. You've such a soft spot for that woman. Do you really think she didn't know exactly what releasing Death Fog into arcs would mean? Don't be fooled. I may have planted the seed, but she gleefully tended to it. My entourage is taking good care of her, I promise. Well, as good as you would expect. If she's missing a few digits, or bearing a few new bruises, that's just expected wear and tear. The Master's purpose is his own to speak, not mine. You're good with words, so sincere. I almost believed you. But let's pretend I fell for your little persuasion game. I'll tell you the Black Ring's plans on one condition. You release the Death Fog. You bring my mission to an end.
The spirit pauses, then nods.
The God King feeds on war, on death, on disease. On the rich source the living once carried within them, knowingly or not. I think this clear by now. The Death Fog was not just a murder bomb, but a tool. A tool for sowing discord. A tool for pitting the Order against the Dwarven Kingdom. A tool for ridding us of those who would see us fail. Every race, every creed, and every claimant to the title of Divine.
Isbale's voice rises, and her fists tighten. You presume she'd have gone red with fury, were she not wholly translucent.
I lived for that day, Coldwoken. The flesh of every Magister melted like butter in the sun. The Paladins' eyes bugged out in horror as they watched their spouses and children choke on the death fog, clogging their lungs. There would be screams first.
The spirit's eyes and mouth narrow. In her silence, the noise of splashing sewer water bounces from the stony walls and into your ears. You have lit Isbale's fire. She is a bomb, a banshee, an erupting volcano.
You couldn't know! You weren't there! When the portal opened and the death fog poured in, you weren't there! To see their skin burst, to see the blood bubbles foam from their mouths. Have you ever felt your own saliva sizzle? Have you ever felt your own brain pressing against the inside of your skull? I have felt it. That agony was the doing of the divine. For his order to suffer the same fate is not punishment enough. In death, I was given a chance. I made a decision. One that I have never regretted. It must be the God King to claim me. How is it you?
The spirit laughs soundlessly at something unseen. You realize that what you thought was a maniacal glint in his eye is, in fact, the last glowing embers of the acidic fire that burned his eyeballs away. His laughter turns into a scream, and then he is gone. A nauseating wave of pain and fear washes from the spirit. Pain from what was inflicted upon her, and fear that her suffering would never end. The pain you inflict on her is real, but she realizes that it will soon be at an end. She gives herself to you. The spirit struggles for breath, a breath that will never come. An eternity choking to death beckons. The great machine sits before you. Pipework tentacles outwards and upwards, the conduits piercing the ground overhead, wending their way towards the city and her people above. Even through the seals of the great cistern, you scent the acrid sting of the death fog inside. A faint gossamer of death fog rises from a junction where the release valve meets a pipe. A switch allows redirection to a different pipe, labeled C. The junction currently leads to a pipe labeled Arcs.
Destroy this thing. There's no time to waste.
I don't trust that leak. I say flip the switch, send the death fog to the water, away from the city.
No one is safe as long as this machine stands. Trash it!
Sparks fly, and metal plates buckle. With a deafening hiss, the valve breaks free of the pipe, and the faint stream of fog spurts and sputters, threatening to flood the room. The death fog stream has become a veritable geyser. The machine is going to blow.
Getting out. It's time to get out of here. Now! What's this? I found something. close and tight.
Destroy the only. No one is safe as long as this machine stands. Trash it!
The machine creaks to life, and the death fog begins to flow through the other pipe. You hear the howl of the fog as it travels the pipe towards the sea, and the machine winds down. The system is empty. All is silent.
What's this? I found something. What's this? I found something.
That sounds like the Queen.
She! Isbiel! The traitor! Where is she? I will... By whose hand? Yours? It should have been my own axe to slice her neck. Take me to her bones. I've a mind to chop them into pieces, the foul witch!
Justinia struggles to control her rage. She closes her eyes. She breathes the sew's fetid air. She waits.
She is dead. And that is that. She was a scientist of sorts, or So the town criers chanted. She knew of the ways of nature and beyond, and I invited her to court to show me. She healed the sick and soothed the wounded. I saw it with my own eyes. I brought her close. Her words were wise, and her aims, well, they seemed so pure. It was after Alexander assembled the quorum that Isbeel turned my mind to thoughts of war. Our scouts and spies aided dwarven sorcerers where and when they could, but Isbeel insisted the monks and shriekers would touch dwarven land. When we came to Arx to prepare, she rarely left my side except to tend to her laboratory. I'd no idea what atrocities she'd been committing there.
Justinia pounds a fist against her palm. One smack, then a second, then a third.
You may not believe me, but what I did, I thought I did for the sake of my people. The sinking of the Peacemaker, the Driftwood smuggling operation, the Death Fog, Black Peak Isle. Power always comes at a great cost. Sometimes you have to take some lives to save others. And I shall always put dwarven lives first. You must understand this. It was only a matter of time, she said. And I never doubted it. The scouts talked of living weapons nailed to crosses, of blank-faced wizards, an entire force of them. If we didn't come for the Order, the Magisters and Paladins, they would come for us. They had my ear all the while, the Black Ring. I'm sorry. Truly sorry.
Bless his heart. Please do tell him to rest his mind. Mikael is no man of courage, but he's as loyal as a fresh-fed pup. But do be sure to keep my whereabouts private, at least for now. My concerns in Arx must remain my own. The void closes in then. It's so much more dangerous than even Death Fog. Death Fog we can see and smell. The void is empty, intangible. We don't know it's there until its creatures are upon us. Lady Kem is known to harbor those in need from foreign lands. I will be safe at our estate. So unless you've no more grievances to air...
The Queen is now free of the Black Ring's thrall. Leave her be. She's not a threat.
Forgive her. Justinia has learned from her mistakes. Let her return to her people in peace.
End it here and now. The Queen's continued rule will only lead her people to ruin.
The Queen nods a goodbye to you.
Until I can return to the kingdom, I will be at the Kem estate. Royalty is always welcome there. Paulina would have it no other way.
Arx has hardly...
I couldn't care less whether...
The machine you hear the howl of the fog as it travels the pipe towards the sea, and the machine
I've spotted something.
That sounds like the Queen.
I'm coming for
Justinia!
Justinia expels a long, shuddering sigh. It joins the other whispers that permeate the dank sewer air. A moment passes.
What do you want from me, Marcus? What can I possibly say at this moment and in this place to appease you?
It's not about appeasement. It's about innocent lives. Cannot let you release the Death Fog.
Marcus, the city is safe. I know the truth about Isbeel, about the Black Ring. It's over now.
So you're telling me you weren't malicious? You were just too weak to know you were being played? What a goddamned joke, Justinia!
You're right. Is that what you want to hear? You're right. Go and tell everyone how right you are. But you know what your rightness won't do. Protect a kingdom. And protect it I did, while you went off to live your God's damned pirate fantasy. And if I knew then what I knew now, Marcus, I would still exile you. You would walk the Isle of Mist to this day, stalked by demons and living the nightmares they planted in you. Call me a fool or a tyrant. Call me whatever you want, but I was still there. I was there. I lived reality while you were playing games.
Lad, you rarely lead me wrong. Call it. I know you got my back. We'll do as you say then. Go back to them, Justinia. I'll go too. We have to rebuild. For us and for them.
Have you forgotten your own journey, Marcus? I know you love your people. I know you would see them free, but I must be the one to face them, to release them from the prison I made for them. You are God-woken. Think of what you can do for the kingdom as divine. Far more than I can as queen. Go. I will serve the people as they ask. You will serve them as they warrant.
Justinia kisses his cheek.
You are the beast of the sea, the God-woken, the divine in waiting. You will do your people proud.
It seems the Queen can handle herself. Isbale leached the source from these people. What's this? I found something. Isbale was planted in the royal court quite some time ago. This boring,